Morning guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm sharing what I eat in a day following a calorie deficit, and I have been feeling the beginnings of fall vibes. Pumpkin is back at Starbucks, but we're not spending $7 on a cold brew today. We are making a latte at home with some homemade pumpkin cream cold foam. In a clean jar, I combined 3 tablespoons of pumpkin puree, along with a tablespoon of brown sugar, a teaspoon of vanilla extract, a teaspoon of pumpkin pie spice. Then I add a 1/3 cup of heavy whipping cream and 2/3 cup 2% milk. I shook all of those items together really well in this ball mason jar. I can now store this in the fridge for the week. I made up a simple latte with my instant espresso powder, 2% milk, and a little bit of maple syrup for the base, and then added my serving of 2 tablespoons of the pumpkin cream cold foam on top for my delicious taste of fall latte. And of course, I'm gonna burn my new Honey Crisp apple candle that Nora and I picked up over the weekend at Bath & Body Works because we are feeling all of the fall vibes this morning. And for breakfast today, 2 last egg bites left from my meal prep this week. I've been back on my egg bite kick. I have a couple of these. These are the bacon cheese ones. These are 3 of the Jones chicken sausages. You can get them at the freezer section and Costco. So I'm gonna heat this whole plate up in the microwave and then have some fresh blueberries. And that's breakfast. I found that going lower carb in the morning helps space out my macros for the rest of the day. I like things like eggs and sausage and fruit in the morning, and it's lower carb, so that saves some of those carbs and calories for later on today when I'm cooking for the family. And that way I can eat what they're eating and not have to make myself a special or secondary meal. Well, nope, definitely not fall. It is like definitely in the 90s and humid today. Although we have talked about, oh, come on, Mills. I'm walking Millie. We've talked about hopefully going to the pool as a family, but we will have to wait and see. She's with me too. She's been kind of off today. Last week was the first week of school, so of course I will not be surprised if she made it to officially 1 day of school before coming down with some sort of a bug. So we'll have to see how she's doing. She just has a runny nose right now, but she just kind of seems tired and grumpy and off. Our walk didn't last very long, did it, Mills? Are you playing ball? Yeah, we're in the backyard. Nora didn't want to walk anymore, so we only did maybe like 2 small loops around the neighborhood, and now we're just hanging in the backyard. Lila is working on something with Josh, but yeah, I think we had plans for the pool. I don't know if that's gonna happen. Come on, lazy dog, let's get you some exercise. Ah, drop it, drop it. Ready? Go get it. Gotta get Millie some exercise since our walk was so short. Come on, Mills. Here's another ball. Here, Millie. Up, sit. There you go. Is she so silly? Back in from outside, I just made the kids some lunch and refilled our veggie tray for the week. We love doing a veggie tray every week because our family eats so many more fresh fruits and vegetables when we do fun little snack trays. And I was filling this so we could bring it to the pool, but I don't think that's happening. But I still wanted to fill it in case we wanted to sit down and watch a family movie this afternoon. I can put that out for snacks during the movie time. The only thing is I refilled a bunch of carrots in there. I have some peppers. I'm gonna use some of those for Josh and I's lunch though. I'm gonna make us a sausage and peppers bowl with rice. I'm gonna do it in a couple minutes here, but we're almost out of our Greek yogurt ranch dip that we use for our dip in the middle, but we're I feel like I at least am getting kind of sick of it. I feel like we've had veggies with ranch all summer long, so I was doing a little look around on Pinterest and TikTok to see if I could find another lower calorie, high protein kind of a dip. Something fun, but on the healthier side for our healthy snacking. And I actually came across a version of French onion dip that I can do at home, and I pretty much have everything I need on hand for it. Well, first things first, if we're gonna make a good onion dip, we need some caramelized onions. So I have about 1½ large sweet yellow onions, and I'm just cutting these nice and thin into strips. So let me peel them all apart. Just be like that. You like yellow onions? Oh, I'm gonna cook these onions up to make a yummy dip for with our veggies. Does that sound good, Nora? You gonna have some onion dip? Yeah? You eat them all up? Oh, Nora does like onions, surprisingly. Lila has never been a fan, yet she likes onion dip. She's had like onion dip with chips before. Just cutting all these guys up.
She likes onion rings.
She likes onion rings? She does like onion rings. Who doesn't? I placed my lovely thinly sliced onions in a deeper edge saute pan. I'm putting this heat only on like a very low heat. My new oven is very hot compared to what I've done before, so we're just gonna take it slow. And to get the perfect caramelized onions, like no need to add sugar or any other additives. I have a little bit of avocado oil in the bottom of my pan, just enough to coat the bottom. We're just gonna let these sweat down low and slow, give them a stir every 5 to 10 minutes, and pretty much just leave them alone. Make sure they're not burning, keep the heat low, but doing it this way lets the onions sweat out all of the extra water, and slowly we'll start to get caramelized bits, and they're gonna cook down and brown up, and all the natural sugar in an onion is gonna give it such a great, robust, sweet flavor. We'll add a little bit of salt, but not until the end. We want the onions to do the work first. This is probably gonna be more caramelized onions than I need for the amount of dip I'm making, but that's okay. I'm gonna store them in the fridge and save them for burger night later this week. Delish. While that takes its time cooking away, I'm gonna get some lunch prep done for Josh and I. I saved some of the yellow onion that was more like the interior parts that don't cut into fine slices really easily. I just chopped some of that up. I pulled some of the green and red bell pepper strips from our veggie tray. I'm gonna have to refill more of that this week when I go to the grocery store, but they were starting to get, you know, they're a few days old, so it's time to use them up. So it's good to toss them in a recipe when I have them. And I picked up this turkey smoked sausage. So I'm gonna chop this up into little rounds, saute everything, and I believe in my pantry I have one of those steamable pouches for the microwave of some jasmine rice, just because I only have so much room on my stovetop, and I'm doing the onions and these in another pan, so I'm gonna go ahead and use one of my steamable rice pouches for some jasmine rice. Add a little seasoning to your preference, and this is a really quick and easy meal, and if you make a bigger batch of it, it's great for meal prep. This will be a couple days of lunches for Josh and I. These have been already going for like 20 to 25 minutes. They are just barely starting to turn a little bit more brown. They're very soft. They've let off a lot of moisture. I've only stirred them maybe like 2 or 3 times. They're sitting on low. So we're just gonna keep letting them go. All right, it's been about 40 minutes. We're getting a nice color going. I just now sprinkled just a little bit of salt to help pull out the last of the moisture and help them keep working down. We're almost there. Now that the onions are finally done, it's time to put the rest of the base of our dip together. So in my little blender cup here, I have half a cup of cottage cheese, a whole cup of plain non-fat Greek yogurt, and then I seasoned with garlic powder, onion powder, a tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce, and some salt. So I'm gonna get this all blended up. It came out a perfect, like thick dip consistency. We're gonna fold in about half of those caramelized onions I made, along with some chives. And I find the easiest way to add these is just using a scissors, kitchen shears, to just snip little pieces. And I just grabbed a little handful, add as much or as little as you like. Give that a good stir. I put all the information into MyFitnessPal to figure out all of the macros for this recipe. And if you use this recipe as 4 hearty servings of caramelized onion dip, it comes out to only 82 calories per serving and 10 grams of protein. Not bad for a quick snack. A great dip with veggies. So good. A great dip to have with veggies to keep it on the healthier side, but it's also great to have with the classic ruffle chips. I mean, it's all about balance, right? Watch your portion control on the chips, have a little healthy dip along with it, and that way you can still enjoy some of your favorite foods with a little healthy twist and still try to work them into your own goals for the day. Josh manned the grill tonight for dinner. I ran out for errands, so he got our dinner and the girls' dinner all cooked up. For us, he grilled some delicious chicken on his Blackstone. He even made a homemade sauce. If you guys didn't know, Josh actually shares a lot of barbecue content on TikTok, so go check it out if you want that barbecue sauce recipe. This was so good. We had some delicious grilled asparagus, and I had a Coke Zero orange cream soda on the side.
I love you.
I love you too. Are you excited?
Yes.
Well, I had some errands to run this afternoon, and by the time I got home, Josh had already fed the girls. Nora's still feeling pretty tired and not super great, so he's going to do bath time and bedtime with her. And I figured, because Lila had to switch up our plans today once Nora wasn't feeling good, I'm going to jailbreak her, and we're doing a late night swim date. Do you have fun at the pool?
Yep.
It was a quick one, but we did. We snuck away to the pool, just you and me time, right?
Yeah. And it was perfect timing to leave because they just thought they heard thunder.
Yeah, I know. That's been the story of our life this summer in Texas. Every time we go to the pool, we only last like a half an hour or an hour before there's some sort of thunder or rain warning. It doesn't look like it's going to storm, but they heard thunder in the background. But I mean, the pool is closing here in about 30 minutes anyway, and I got to get her home for bed because you have school in the morning, Miss Ma'am. But before we go, mom hack of the summer, I popped a couple popsicles in one of our stainless steel tumblers so we could have a fun little popsicle. Just pop some ice cubes in there, and these have stayed frozen for the last hour since we've been at the pool. Here, and grab yours. You picked purple, I think.
Yep.
And I picked...
And it's turned to juice.
They're pretty frozen yet. They're a little bit slushy. Love a little popsicle moment to close out my night. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.
But I get up, I always do. I never think, I always do. Never thought I